Hi folks, it's Gino Gang. I'm happy to be able to bring you the drive-by shootings, meet the candidates for selectmen this year. Want to just briefly let you know that if you'd like to advertise on Channel 17 and on your website and on Facebook, we make 2-minute videos and 15-second videos that are very effective. We're only going to take so many this year because last year we were so busy and we've been growing so quickly. So get on, get in, and we're here for you. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon.
Oh, shush up. Man, you're rolling.
You like this rig, don't you?
Man, I mean, this rig is big time.
This is big time, Steve.
This is not fooling around.
Well, this is the next generation of drive-by shootings.
This is fantastic.
Remember the old style? The old 66?
The old style is coming apart.
Yeah.
This is fabulous.
You know, Bertha, shush.
Hey, Bertha, you're going to interfere here.
Okay, she only does her job in the beginning. She's just letting you know she's
good. You're a good girl.
All right, girl.
You're a good girl.
Let's show the viewers what she looks like. Look at her back there. Wild.
Hey, look at this place. It's a whole place. You can go anywhere.
Anywhere. That's
sleep.
You got
your little everything.
Got a microwave.
You got a coffee maker?
No.
You got to have a coffee maker. I mean, how can you live without caffeine?
Well, you just pull over for that. I don't have a bathroom either, so you pull over for that.
Yeah, I understand. But
how you been?
With coffee, I've been great.
You're doing it again, aren't you, Steve?
Yeah, against my better judgment, but...
Well, you know...
It's not against my better judgment.
But why are you doing it? That's the first question. Why are you running again?
Well...
Let's get the show on the road here.
Yeah, let's get the show on the road. Why am I running again? I'm running again because I watched the government over the past 10 years, and I thought it was just going downhill. And so I came to the conclusion that it was my civic duty to run. Even though my wife says, you're crazy. I said, it's my civic duty. There are a lot of problems. They're not being expressed in the administration or the executive, which is the selectmen. And I said, well, I'm going to run. I'm going to put a few things out on the table that the people want to hear.
All right, well, tell me what some of those problems are.
Well, some of those problems are that watching the debacle at the airport, watching the debacle of the creation of this monstrous police station, the problems with the finance department, all led me to believe that the town has no management. It's rudderless. It needs some transparency. That's a key word. It needs transparency. I am Mr. Transparent. I say what I think. I don't hold anything back, and I'm honest. That's called candor. That's what this town needs. More of that. How do I look?
You look good.
Good.
So, what's your background, and why do you think you're qualified to be a selectman?
Well, I'm qualified because ever since 1959, when I moved to a small town in Massachusetts, I've been going to town meetings and involved in politics. But, you know, 70s and 80s, I was heavily involved in Nantucket politics. I became selectman in 2000 to 2003. And I thought things were amiss then, and I tried to bring the government to the point where it would be responsive to the citizenry of Nantucket, and I wasn't too successful. People heard me. I did my best, but I you know, to be successful in this kind of executive, which is 5 people, you need 2 allies, and that was difficult to get, even in the simplest proposals. I couldn't get 2. I couldn't get 3. I could always get 1. I could always get Matt Fee. But so I decided that the town needs a voice. I watched the selectmen's meeting, and to me, things are going blah, 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 same old, same old. They are not addressing important issues.
Okay, what is your, what are you in favor of the Matticat wind turbine?
Absolutely in favor of it.
You are?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a no-brainer.
Why is that? But this finance
All-
committee
all-
voted against it.
Well, that's
Recommended against
that's a financial consideration. You said, "Am I for the Madigan wind?" Renewable energy. It's brilliantly important.
Are you
to
an,
get-
you were an engineer? Were you an engineer?
I'm a physical chemist, really.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is better than an engineer.
Okay.
It's more rigorous than an engineer.
So you're in favor of it. You want to say why?
Absolutely. Why am I in favor of it?
Yeah.
Renewable energy is the future. Everything we can do to produce some of our energy with wind, with photoelectric devices, with wave devices, with tidal devices is to our advantage. It's our ultimate advantage, and you know what? As a side issue, we'll have less and less control by this evil European company called National Grid.
Why do you call them European?
Because they're British.
I didn't realize that.
It's like National Grid, BP, Ahold, which owns, it was a Dutch company that owns Stop and Shop. These are companies with none of the restraints of American companies. They operate like we're still in the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. And I say, bad news. We gotta tackle National Grid and get rid of them as best we can. In other words, buy as little as possible.
Are you in favor of protecting the Sconset Bluff from erosion?
Well, that would be wonderful. Yeah, I would like to protect the Sconset Bluff from falling down, but I support the local Conservation Commission in their capacity to deny experiments, beach experiments, bluff experiments on town land. Yeah, I support them. I support my commission.
Okay. Do you think that town employees are paid too much?
No, I don't think they're paid too much. I mean, how can I say anybody's paid too much? You know, you can look at the comparative figures. You can say, well, CEOs of industry were paid 10 times the average professional wages, and that has gone over the past 20 years to 100 times. You can say, well, it sounds like they're overpaid. Well, I don't know. They might be overpaid. They might be making 100 times as much money as they did before. I don't really know. But as far as the town employees making too much money, they are not making too much money.
Do you think that the Board of Selectmen should negotiate on union contracts?
Well, the Board of Selectmen is the policymakers of this town, and what percentage of the income of the town is spent on wages and fringe benefits is definitely a long-term policy. So the selectmen should definitely have a voice in such policy making decisions. I don't say they should control it, but they definitely should have a voice in it. This is not just addition and subtraction. This is long-term town policy, and that's what the selectmen are. They are the long-term policy makers. They're the short-term policy makers. They are the policy makers.
Are you in favor of keeping as much town government downtown?
Absolutely. I mean, it's almost understandable by everybody in Nantucket that one of the things that makes Nantucket such an attractive place is the vitality of the core of the downtown. And if you move everything out, it loses its energy. And that's not good for tourism. It's not good for business. I'll give you an example. Moving the selectmen's meeting and other meetings out to the police station is just wrong-headed. because particularly in the off season, these meetings, selectmen's meetings, it adds a lot of business to the downtown. And moving it out there not only is taking it away from the core business, but it's tacitly encouraging the irresponsible behavior that went into building the thing in the first place.
All right, well, that's my next question.
Yes.
And I think I know what you're going to say. Is the new police station too big?
The new police station is a monstrosity. The entry hall is bigger than the police station should be. I mean, I'm kind of being silly, but I think it's so grotesque. I don't really want to talk about it. And what's really grotesque is the media blitz that went on before the election, and which intimidated a lot of people. They voted for it. You know, what did it win, by 50 votes?
Yep.
I mean, I find it part of the clubby kind of nepotism that is rife in this government that I am going to try to do everything in my power to get rid of.
Okay. What about the old police station? Are you in favor of upgrading that?
Well, I'm in favor of upgrading it. Yeah, I mean it's a good addition to the town building, as the Mooney building is. The problem is financial. I myself think it can be made into a viable downtown facility for considerably less than $6 million. So I would look into it carefully, and this really comes back to transparency. If I'm in the selectman's office, all information will be public. There won't be anything hidden. There won't be any, as best as I can stop it, there won't be any double talk. If there's memos, if there's you know, if an outside contractor is hired, his preliminary reports, all these things I would make public. I wouldn't hide a bloody thing. And excuse the language.
Okay. Do you think the town manager is too powerful?
No, the town manager is the town manager. It's her power is totally described in the town. I forget the word of that. What is it?
Is it a charter?
Yeah, the town charter is completely described there. If you read the book on town manager form of government, which is in the Athenaeum, by the way, and it's by a guy by the name of Hirschhorn, and it is the biography of Child, the guy in the during Woodrow Wilson's time, who was in the Progressive Party, designed this form of government. As the book is called Democracy Reformed. Read it. That's what the town manager does. The town manager administers the town, manages the town. The selectmen are they're like the president. They are the executive. They set policy. The town administrator carries it out. That is a lot of power. And I'm not saying it's too much power. But it has to be done well.
All right.
Competent personnel have to be hired. Financial matters have to be carefully monitored, and tax money can't be frittered away as it has been in the past.
How do you see yourself?
I work well with everybody because, as I said in the beginning, I like to think of myself as SteveBender. If I have something on my mind, if I'm thinking about something, they are welcome to it. They get it. And there's nothing I'm going to hide. There's nothing that's going to be behind the scenes. I'm going to be open and straightforward with them. And how well we work depends on how open and straightforward they are with me. So I have no qualms about any of them. I think they're all terrific.
All right, well, who's the next best choice for selectmen after yourself?
No question, the next best choice is Cliff Williams.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, why do you say that?
Well, he is saying some things that are interesting, that are not you know, within the everything as usual. He's looking at the selectmen's action. He's looking at the management, and he's saying some interesting things. And anything he's said so far that I've read, I agree with. So to me, he's the second best.
And are you in favor of Sachem's path?
Not a matter of really whether I'm in favor of it or not. It's if it meets all the laws and requirements of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, of the town of Nantucket, it's all its commissions, all its laws, then it's a legal entity. It's part of free enterprise.
You know what we're talking about, though,
Yeah.
right? Okay. You're on top of it.
I'm on top of it to a certain extent. I mean, there's been many of these things that went on, and there were big arguments about them. The state law is pushing for affordable housing, and so there are a lot of exceptions that are given to such people who want to develop. They say, well, they're going to do this number of affordable housing, and the state lets them get away with it. It's up to the town to get the most advantage, and I'll make sure that happens, and I'm sure I'll get assistance.
What volunteer committees would you sit on as a Board of Selectmen member?
Volunteer committees.
Yeah.
I haven't given that much thought, but I certainly would. I would sit on any committee that is important to promulgating and keeping vitality in the tourist business, and that is all those things that make the town attractive, like clean water, open spaces, beautiful beaches, vibrant downtown. Those are the things that make this a totally desirable place. Everybody wants to be here, and everybody wants a piece of it. And as long as, and why is that? It's because it has an incomparably beautiful natural setting, Nantucket. It's beautiful. It has a core district of 19th and 18th century buildings, which is second to none.
Right.
Second to none.
Yep.
And just to walk around downtown Nantucket is magic. So you have to take very careful care of it.
Yep. And okay, so here it is. What do you want to say to the folks out there?
I want to say to the folks,
yep,
you know, give me a vote. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Nothing is going to be the same old, same old. We're going to look into some of these problems. We're going to be very careful about how we spend the taxpayers' money. The taxpayers are Nantucket. Whether they own property or they rent property, they are involved in paying the taxes, and their voice should be heard. And I'm going to listen to their voice. One of the most important aspects of the Selectmen's meeting is going to be the welcoming of the public to come in and talk and say whatever they wish. Because they vote for me, I want to know what they want.
Okay, Steve.
That's it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I want to wish you the best.
Thank you. And,
how's the oyster business, by the way?
Oyster business is great, but I want to me, this venue and the Civic Association
Civic League, yeah.
is totally brilliant.
Yeah.
It's totally brilliant, because otherwise, how are the people gonna really understand who they're voting for? These things are brilliant.
Yes.
I really, they are
This
democracy per se.
By the way, and keep it in mind that this does now go on GinoTV.com. So
Doesn't
now
go
you
anywhere.
can pick it up, and I know you're not.
It can go on Al Jazeera for all I care.
Well, they'll be watching too.